We have a responsibility, more than to just deliver financial results, but to make positive impacts in the communities that we serve, for the people in those communities, our clients, and probably the most important to me is our own employees. Philip Taborga and his daughter Gabriella got in an accident. It was a very serious one that fortunately they are going to be fine, but a lot of expenses and challenges with that, and Access Systems definitely, and our company and our culture, want to step up.
There were a lot of complications to go through, a surgery at the time, and a couple things that my daughter had to go through as well. Fast forward a year and a half, here in the last week, I've had a total hip replacement on my left side due to the trauma on my hip during the accident. During this whole ordeal, what has just completely amazed and humbled me is just the outpour of care that Access has given. Not just me, but also my family, my kids, my wife. Throughout this entire deal, they've continuously been in contact with me, with my daughter, with my wife, just seeing how we're doing. Here, even recently with this hip replacement, communication went out that I was getting the procedure done, and within minutes I received phone calls, text, emails, just letting people know, or just letting me know that I was in their thoughts and prayers for that day, but then also that my wife and my kids were in their thoughts and prayers as well. Just throughout this entire thing, Access has just completely gone above and beyond what I could possibly imagine with what they've done for me and my family. So from the bottom of my heart and my family's heart, we just want to say thank you to Access Systems for everything that they've done, the amount of care that they've shown, and how much we truly appreciate it, not just this time of season, but throughout the entire year.
July 5th of this year, 2018, I was supposed to have a simple procedure done. I went in to have my heart murmur fixed. I was told I'd be in surgery for about 4 hours. On July 5th, though, halfway through the 4-hour surgery, I went into cardiac arrest, and so my surgery, actually, I went into cardiac arrest 7 times, and my surgery lasted 9 hours instead of 4. So they got me out, they got me stable. The next morning at 5 a.m., my whole family was called in. They didn't think I'd make it. I was given a 10% chance to live through the day, and they hooked me up to a pacemaker. They intubated me. They basically heart, lungs, kidneys all were run by machines. The first text on my phone was from Shane Sloan in the hospital asking how I was doing. I got a phone call from Mitch Boddicker, and he said, "Hey, a bunch of us at Access have got together and did a fundraiser for you. I don't know about you guys, but I didn't have 30 days of vacation. I didn't plan very well for this. I thought it was going to be simple, and so there was a huge contribution from you guys. So you just won't know how much it means until you're in a spot like that." So somewhere around the last week that I was in there, my sister asked, "What are you gonna do about your job? What are you gonna do about money? What are you gonna do about your time off?" And I just knew at that point, I said, I don't have to worry about it. I mean, I know the company I work for. I don't know how we'll figure it out, but we'll figure it out. And I've been very blessed by Access Systems.
Maxon, who is the beautiful son of Mark and Erica Christian. Mark's a service tech for us over in Eastern Iowa and a service manager. He was born with spinal muscular atrophy and has had several challenges with that, and that continues to be a priority for our Access family to do all that we can to help them as well.
Kay turns 3 on December 3rd, and it's been quite the adventure. I remember, when she was first born, it was 2015, and right after we had her, there was an Access Christmas party, and so it was great to have so much support at the Christmas party and letting everybody know how she was doing, and to go back to the beginning, Kay was born at home at 24 weeks at 1 pound 8 ounces. And so very, very tiny. So she just has the baby, and then they rush her to the hospital, and this is in December. And then we finally took Kay home in March around March 25th. The scariest part was when we first arrived, because we had no idea what was going on, how bad she was, what was going to happen. And finally, one doctor said, well, based on her weight and when she was born, you're looking at about a 50-50 probability. And so that was shocking. But she just kept on getting stronger and better and better, and before you know it, it was time to take her home. What we're focused on now is her speech, because that is delayed, but she's in speech therapy 4 times a week to get that caught up. But other than that, she's doing awesome. And, I have my personal family that I grew up with, and then I have my Access family, and it's just great that both were extremely helpful during this whole process. And it's fun to be able to do this video and let everybody know that thank you, and she's doing great in development, and look forward to many more Christmas parties.
Last February, my wife had a brain hemorrhage and a stroke, and had an emergency craniotomy. Our world pretty much got turned upside down. I was blown away by the people that were just offering to help. Some people that I've known, some people that had just started that I really didn't have any sort of relationship with. It was very humbling. I ran out of vacation time, but Shane let me go negative, and just, be at the hospital to do what I needed to do during that time. So it was obviously very important to me. He's very loyal to his employees. That's why he gets the loyalty he does from us.
Our commitment to giving to our communities and to our employees will never be sacrificed, and as a matter of fact, it will continue to be a bigger priority as we grow.